Hi Gemini, this is your December 8th to the 14th weekly reading. I realize I'm a little bit late. I apologize. It's just a little bit hectic to keep up with all these readings and daily life right now, so I got a little bit behind. Regardless, I have put in today a whole bunch of oracle cards. It's going to be a long reading. If you want, skip to the end for a recap. So let's get started. This is the Klimt Tarot for the Celtic Cross. Then we're going to have the Oracle cards. Put this down a bit. Oracle cards, Crystal Healing. The Divine Feminine. Gateway Oracle cards. Magic of Flowers, which I've used as well already before. Romance Angels, everybody's familiar with these. Whispers of Love, these as well. And finally, the Sacred Traveler. Because there's so many oracle cards, if it takes, it's going to take a while to read out the meanings. And I picked these oracle cards because starting with Libra, it just seemed to be more straightforward instead of me reading straight for like 20 minutes. So, might have to summarize sometimes. As well, I'm going to shuffle now for Celtic Cross for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the week of December 8th to the 14th. When a card pops out after a good shuffle, that's my signal to stop shuffling. If anything does pop out early, I will show it to you guys. Okay. This is for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the week of December 8th to the 14th. Gemini, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the week of December. Look at that. There we go. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the week of December 8th to the 14th. Okay, so that was a decent shuffle. I'm going to keep it. On the bottom, we have 8 of Pentacles. Mastering your craft, hard at work. Okay, Queen of Swords. And that's you in the situation. Your challenge is the Fool. Conscious is 7 of Pentacles. Subconscious foundation is the 4 of Wands. Recent past, we have 4 of Pentacles. Recent future, we have 7 of Cups. You right now, we have the Hermit. Surrounding you, we have the Magician. Hopes and fears, 2 of Swords. End result, 4 of Swords. And again, we have the 8 of Pentacles on the bottom. I'll read you the meanings of the cards, and you can take it as it resonates for you, and see if you can, see where this fits, basically, because you know your story better than I do. Queen of Swords is about, it's got a single woman vibe, a single divorcee vibe. It's an older woman. It's not a young girl. It's not a young lady. It's not a, 20-something. This is someone who's been married, gone through all the, naivete stuff, and had her heart broken, had stuff happen, tried her best, whatever, what have you, everything that basically women go through, and then you sometimes end up in the Queen of Swords mode when you've got a strong personality and you're just like, no, this doesn't make sense to me. And the Sword of Truth and clarity over here, swords representing the sign of Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. This is someone who cuts off all that doesn't serve them. Like when you have a Queen of Swords or King of Swords, if you're not, working in the best interest of this person, they're not going to get their heart all caught up. They rule with a cool head. They let logic and reason rule their dealings. So Gemini, in this situation, Queen of Swords, it's showing that you're being very logical and reasonable and not mushy, and using a level head with what your situation is. Now the challenge is the Fool. The Fool is someone, is kind of like, this is the Queen of Swords before all this bad shit happens to her. The Fool is, at the highest vibration. It can represent enlightenment, a new journey, a new beginning, taking a leap of faith. In this Klimt tarot, it shows this old man kind of looking sad, but you know, we're not taking it in this kind of vibration. We're going to take it at the regular, you know, definition of the Fool. When you see it, you think of a new beginning. When it comes to your challenge, it's about you're challenged by not stepping into a new beginning, not taking that leap of faith. It's about innocence, the Fool. Innocence and feeling like, you know, you're packing really light. You don't have a whole bunch of baggage, a whole bunch of shit on your back. You know, the Fool is someone who's letting their intuition and their faith guide them. So perhaps if you're in this position of Queen of Swords, your challenge is to channel this kind of energy again, to come back to this energy again of being innocent, optimistic, having faith, taking a leap of faith into something new, trusting in divine power, and trying something new, a new beginning to something, okay? Consciously, we've got Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles is what's on your mind right now. It's waiting for something to come to fruition, waiting for something that you put a lot of hard work into, waiting for the results. Also, there could be a tinge of getting less than you were expecting. At the foundation, we have Four of Wands. Four of Wands, just like this picture shows, it's about stability, peace, wonderful home, wonderful food, wonderful friends, having celebrations after your ships have come in and after you've done well, and now you have a stable home and you're enjoying this with your family and friends. It also talks about marriage as well. And here a mother is with her child. Four of Wands, okay? In the recent past, we have another four. We have a Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles speaks to greed, miserliness, being cut off, being untrusting. Four of Pentacles is about holding your pentacles so close because you worked hard, really, really hard to get to where you're going, to get to where you're at, and now you just don't want to lose anything. But at the same time, if you don't change, like this, hop into this new kind of leap of faith or something with something new, tapping back into that. If you're shut off and closed off, then you're not being receptive. And so much of this tarot is about being open, receptive to possibilities and new things that most people want, good things in their life. So if you want to move up from this point, it's about being closed off and needing to open up. But perhaps you're being distrusting for a reason. Maybe there's people around you that you're conflicted about. Maybe you don't have that kind of a solid foundation of people you can trust. But this is where you're at in the recent past. In the recent future, you got Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups is about building castles in the sky. It's about a lot of daydreaming, thinking about all the big, bad, bold things that you want to accomplish, all the ideals of everything. Now, Gemini, I don't really worry when I see Seven of Cups for you guys, because when you're ruled by Mercury, like you and Virgo, you guys will plan, you will do the due diligence, you will make sure all the information is collected before you commit to something. So if you have Seven of Cups, that's a dangerous sign for Gemini, because it just means like this is just the beginning stage. You're formulating your dreams and your visions now, and then you will definitely, if this is what you want, one of them, whatever ideal is in each cup, whether it be riches, spirituality, the ideal mate, you will manifest that. So that's a good thing, I think, for Geminis. But only thing is that it could also talk about not enough action. And here we have a little bit of inaction too, because the Fool card is represented by a leap of faith, right? Okay, so then we have you in the current position is the Hermit. Hermit is someone, like a lot of people are in hermit mode right now, and that's just, it's not just about staying in and like taking care of yourself and self-care, like temperance or something. It's about spirituality. The Hermit card is a very, very spiritual card. It's someone who's going it alone to seek the truth, and they're doing all that terribly hard and difficult, like, you know, the introspection and holding counsel with yourself, and being mindful and contemplative, and then processing all of these things that have happened in your life, and you're taking this time out to do so. So also, yeah, hermits don't go out and, you know, get very social. So you're not feeling very social right now. You're kind of feeling the Queen of Swords energy. It's all very fluid here. You see the Queen of Swords cutting off what doesn't serve you. The Single Lady card. Four of Pentacles being shut off, closed off. I get a little Midas vibe with Four of Pentacles too. Like you're at home, like counting your pentacles, and you just don't want to like let anybody else in, you know? The door's locked and you're good at home, you know? But the beautiful thing is the Seven of Cups, whatever you're dreaming about and thinking about, your ideal of whatever it is, these are like 7 ideals in these cups. So these are high standards that you're setting too, right? So when you have Hermit too, and you're doing the thinking, which we were just talking about, when a Gemini is doing 7 of Cups, it's not a bad thing, because you guys are very, very good at processing information, thinking things through, and making a sound decision. Okay, so surrounding you, you have Magician. It could be the energy that you're surrounded by, or it could be someone like this who's around you like this. Now, if this is you and this kind of energy, it's, again, what we were talking about. Magician is someone who's got all 4 of these. They've got the cups, they've got the swords, they've got the pentacles, they've got the wands, and they are the alchemist. They are the ones who create, who can manifest, who can turn water into wine, base metals into gold. This is the energy of that, the Magician. Okay, you can do magic here. And it's also ruled by Virgo. Doesn't have to be a Virgo. Now, if this is the energy you're surrounded by, ooh, looks like you've been like going solo, clear head. Not letting any kind of, you know, rabble into your inner circle. Very, very big dreams. Taking the time to do spiritual work, inner work, and the energy to manifest everything. Your hopes and fears is 2 of Swords. It's like clashing swords here. 2 of Swords is about stalemate, indecision. It could be 2 people who are, you know, swords again is Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. It could represent 2 people with their 2 different sets of truths. And there's a temporary truce, okay? Like the 2 swords, like each one is empowered. So there's no fight as of now. There's no decision right now that's been made. Or it's like a blindfolded woman holding 2 swords and she just hasn't made her mind up yet. Swords are all about the intellect and thoughts. You will make up your mind, but your hopes and fears, like there's 2 things maybe that's on your mind that you're hoping for, or you're undecided about something. You need to make a decision. In the outcome, 4 of Swords, everybody's getting 4 of Swords. It's just a vacation to me, okay? 4 of Swords is it's when somebody goes off to battle and they come back to chill out and process how life-threatening and dangerous that situation that they just fought was. And they need a minute just to regroup and process everything that happened. 4 of Swords speaks to, like, with the Hermit, I would take that, like, that's 2 major retreat cards, right? Like, I think you're doing something very spiritual right now, like some kind of retreat or a break or a vacation that has some spiritual kind of significance, you know? It might be a spiritual retreat, might be a mindfulness retreat or something like that. Vipassana maybe, whatever. It could be a vacation, it could be Cuba, it could be a staycation. Basically, you're focused on you. And what about you? Well, here we are, 8 of Pentacles. 8 of Pentacles is about hard at work, pumping out those pentacles, mastering your craft. so that you will get the recognition. But you're not doing it for the recognition. You're doing it like because you want to be really good at whatever it is you're doing. And it's just about, you can see with this pregnant woman, just about there, right? 10 would be the completion. Consciously, you're at 7 right now here. So maybe you're feeling like you're still waiting for something and you're not recognizing how far you've come. Okay, so let's get some clarification cards. I'm going to start with, let's start with this. The Gateway Oracle cards by Denise Lynn. Can we please get one card for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the week of December 8th to the 14th? Can we get one card for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the week of December 8th to the 14th? Hopefully a card pops out, but if it doesn't, then I will pick one. This is for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the week of December 8th to the 14th. There we go. Look at that. Okay. Opening to love. On the bottom is following your bliss. My soul sings with joy. Beautiful. Okay, so opening to love. My heart is open. Let's read that out. Gateway. These aren't too long. Okay, so love is on its way. The more you open to love, the more its sweet nectar can surge through your soul. From the love of others to the love of self to love from the Creator, love flows to and through you. You are indeed a sacred vessel for love to flow through. The universe wants you to know there is nothing you need to do to deserve love. It is already waiting for you. It's like the sun, there for everyone. It's simply a matter of stepping out to bask in that warm and glowing light. Who you are is enough. This is true. In matters of romance, love is flowing, wounds are healing, and hearts are opening. If only you could see yourself as those in spirit see you, you would know how very loved you truly are. Questions to ask yourself. What is my true pathway to love? How can I open myself to love even more? What is blocking me from welcoming love? And it's right here next to you being closed off, right? So let's put this over here. Opening to love. Next, let's use the Divine Feminine Oracle cards by Megan Watterson. These are awesome. Can we please get one card for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the week of December 8th to the 14th? Can we please get one Divine Feminine Oracle card for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the week of December 8th to the 14th? Please get one card for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the week of December 8th to the 14th. Okay, that was it. Woo! Vajra Yogini, the essence of all Buddhas. I have the power to make each moment sacred. Everything is material for my liberation. Beautiful. Let's read about her. And I put my goddesses at the top, always. And on the bottom, Zhu Zuan Jing, the mystic of peace. I am peace. When my mind is clear, the way is clear. Okay, so let's read that. It's not in alphabetical order. 117. So it says, when your soul selects a card, no matter what has happened recently or in the past, Vajra Yogini reminds us that we possess the fierce wisdom that transmutes any pain or suffering into deep lessons that free us and bring us more joy. She is a call to wake up if we've fallen into that old myth that something or someone outside of us is going to save us. She is here to make it loud and clear that what is within us will save us. We can take this moment right here, right now, to turn everything sacred. Her energy is sharp, intense, and uncompromising. She will not let you remain in an illusion or a disempowering story about who you really are. She wants you to sever all the ties to your ego's relationship to a person or to an event in your life and see it again with a third eye. with the wisdom that can perceive the deeper spiritual path beneath the human drama. This red female Buddha is the power we all have in every moment to take a seemingly everyday event or annoyance or unfortunate occurrence and use it for our own enlightenment. She reminds us that everything is rich material for us to elevate our reality as an embodied soul. The soul voice meditation is, can I see the lesson in the chaos? The intention is, I have the power to make each moment sacred. Everything is material for my liberation. That's beautiful. Okay, next we're going to get a crystal oracle healing card. Can we get one crystal healing card for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the week of December 8th to the 14th? Can we get one oracle card, please? One crystal healing card for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the week of December 8th to the 14th. Can I please get a card for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the week of December 8th to the 14th? Okay, if a card doesn't pop out, I'll pick one. Okay. Hiddenite, gratitude. On the bottom we have clear quartz, purification. Here's a ton of quartz. Okay, so let's read about Hiddenite. Translucent to opaque green, related to the heart chakra. It's a crystal of deep gratitude, reveals that gratitude is the key to receiving, opens the heart and assists in dissolving any judgments in your life, allows you to create a sense of satisfaction and fulfillment. You have attracted this wonderful healing card into your life right now to remind you of the importance of gratitude in your life. Mastering gratitude allows you to receive the fruits life has to offer. If you have been feeling overwhelmed by life, you are being encouraged to let go of the stress and come back into your heart. The Devas of Hiddenite remind you to focus on the blessings in your life, recognize and acknowledge all the beautiful things and people in your world. Take a moment to think of just one thing or person you have gratitude for. Allow your appreciation of life to blossom again, even in the darkest days. A thought of gratitude can bring a ray of sunshine. Breathe the healing energy of Hiddenite into your being. So you may feel guided to start a gratitude journal to assist you in the process. This card could also be a confirmation that you have already been feeling more gratitude in your life and your heart is happy and alive. Beautiful. This is calling for a need for gratitude, or that you have been more thankful for the wonderful things in your life. So let's put that there. Okay, next let's pull one Sacred Traveler card for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the week of December 8th to the 14th. Can we get one Sacred Traveler card for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the week of December 8th to the 14th? Looks like you're just chilling this week. Creating, thinking up things, and chilling. Very spiritual week too, though. Can we get one card, please, for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the week of December 8th to the 14th? Can we get one Gemini Sun card for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the week of December 8th to the 14th? And if a card doesn't pop out, I will pick one. But so far, so good, Gemini. Cards have been popping out for you guys. Okay, let's for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the week of December 8th to 14th. Okay, I'm going to take that, okay? So on the bottom is overcoming obstacles. You can overcome anything. And there's the sword in the stone. And the little bird from Spirit. But on the top, that's the one we read, we have Mystic Healer. Damn! Healing energy flows through you. That's High Priestess vibe right there. And an owl on that branch. Isn't that beautiful? Okay, so let's read that. This is Secret Traveler and Mystic Healer. Card meaning is inner and outer healing on all levels is occurring in your life. A situation, relationship, or physical challenge is being resolved. Have faith that it's happening. This is the time to find the source of challenges. Transform inner grievances. Do it now. You no longer need to carry it with you. You are a healing force for others, even if you're not aware of it. The Sacred Traveler wants you to know there are times when the traveler steps off the path to search for the Mystic Healer. The healer instructs that everything in nature has the intrinsic ability to restore itself and reminds you that you also have this powerful ability within you. For healing to occur on the outside, it's essential for healing to occur on the inner planes. To do this, meditate by yourself, visualizing a beautiful, vital future for yourself, and trust that recovery is on the way. Past life issues may be emerging in order to be released. Mystic healers are working with you to resolve emotional and physical challenges. Be patient and have faith that beneath the surface all is well. It's a beautiful card. Let's pull some love cards now. Okay, Gemini, this is Romance Angels. Straightforward, slightly cheesy, but it works. This is for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the week of December 8th to the 14th, please. Can we get one card for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the week of December 8th to the 14th, please? Can we get a card for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the week of December 8th to the 14th? This is for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the week of December 8th to the 14th. Can we get a card, please, for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the week of December 8th to the 14th? On the bottom, we have finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. Yeah, I can see that. Look at that. With the Four of Pentacles. Maybe you feel like you've gotten so much coin by now and that you just can't trust people. And that's why you're cut off or like not receptive. Here we go. Stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. It's pretty straightforward, but I'll read it to you. The Romance Angels send you this card to remind you that you have a strong influence upon your love life satisfaction. If you've been complaining or worrying lately, the angels guide you to shift to a more optimistic perspective. Even if you've had your romantic hopes repeatedly dashed, there's still no reason to hold the faith that real love can be yours if you believe it. There's still reason to hold the faith that real love can be yours if you believe it. Today, take action steps to positively manifest the love life you desire. Whether you're single or in a partnership, begin by visualizing yourself as romantically happy. You are. Oh, you are. No, I just lost where I was. Okay. See and imagine yourself with a wonderful partner who embodies the qualities that are important to you. Imagine that person appreciating and loving you too. You can write lists and conduct journaling sessions about your feelings, hopes, desires, intentions. This is the second time we heard about journaling for you, Gemini. You can also create a dream board with images and phrases related to your love life goals pasted onto a poster board. Daily, look at this dream board with positive intent and follow your inner guidance to take actions related to your dreams. Your positive outlook will make you a more physically and energetically attractive person, which will definitely help your relationship with yourself and everyone else too. It's pretty straightforward. Let's pick one Whispers of Love for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the week of December 8th to the... That was hilarious. Okay. Embrace your emotions. Don't push down your feelings or judge your emotions. That just flew out too. I'm going to put this over here. This over here. And put this over here. On the bottom, we have demonstrate love. Find out what is important to the people you love and act on it. Straightforward. Okay. Whispers of Love. Embrace your emotions. This is short. Feelings and emotions are part of who you are. Allow yourself to feel what is going on for you. Your feelings signal you to the truth of a situation. Take positive steps to determine why you are feeling the way that you feel. So embrace your emotions. Maybe Gemini, because you guys are like very ADD when it comes to shit that doesn't serve you. You know, things that don't really benefit you. You guys aren't people who like to dwell on things and, you know, suffer in silence for a long time and, you know, enjoy being in that painful place. You're always inquisitive. You're always interested in new things. And that's wonderful. The only thing is when you keep skipping to the next thing, to the next thing, to the next thing, you can like ignore feelings or traumas or issues or whatever the past life issues you're talking about and not reconcile them. So when it talks about journaling all the time or embracing your emotions, like I'm one of those people too, like if it's not working for my best interest, like I just resent having to give it attention. You know, if you're like this, Gemini, and if you don't dwell on things and you don't really come to terms with your feelings and stuff, like maybe you should try this journaling thing and anyway, you are doing a lot of spiritual work. I see it here already. And it's showing gratitude and things like that. So I know you guys are going to be fine. But yeah, if you want to, you know, the cards are saying try journaling and stuff. So you actually see, like, you know, from your dreams and from what you're going through, like in black and white, like on paper, what exactly. And when you have a fresh head a few days later, you're going to see it in a different light. Finally, we've got Magic of Flowers. This is for Gemini, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the week of December 8th to the 14th. For Gemini, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the week of December 8th. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the week of December 8th to the 14th. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the week of December 8th to the 14th, please. Awesome. Ooh, lilac. This is third eye stuff. Okay, let's look at that. On the bottom though, you have Iris. Beautiful. There's a rainbow in the background. She's by a waterfall and it looks beautiful. Okay, I'm not going to read that one. Here we go with the Magic of Flowers. That disappeared over here. Okay, here we go. What is this? Lilac. Lilac. The magical specialties are chakra balancing, magical power, passage between the worlds, peace, psychic abilities, romance, summoning positive spirits. Beautiful. Okay, so if you've been feeling, if you've already have a feeling about what to do or what avenue to take, your feeling is valid and in alignment with divine orchestration. Even choosing to do a reading at this time was a wise response to your steady flow of inner and outer nudges, culminating in this loud and clear message from yourself, your guides, and the universe. Trust your intuition. Your intuition is solid and dependable, and it will lead you in the direction you most authentically desire to go. This card also may be a message that studying and practicing an intuitive or energetic healing art, such as some form of energy work or intuitive counseling, will benefit you now. The following ideas and messages may apply to your present situation. Notice any that particularly call out to you. You will benefit from studying and practicing an intuitive art. Looks like that's what you're doing. You are hearing your intuition correctly. Take a moment to tune into your mind, body, and spirit. Relax deeply and consult with your vast inner knowing. Mystic Healer, you know what to do. Remember that you are one with the divine, and that when you live from this knowing, all information and guidance is available to you. Do not let linear thinking override your intuitive nudges. Oh shit, that's right here. Okay, logic and reason, and then intuition and divine knowledge here with the Fool. Okay, enlightenment as well. Okay, and so acknowledge that while we live in a world characterized by the appearance of duality, Gemini, interconnection and holistic oneness is the truth behind this illusion. Consistently check in with this awareness and let your life conditions naturally align with and be guided by divine orchestration. Spend time with lilac, inhale the scent, bring lilac into your home or garden, or take the homeopathic flower essence remedy. Okay, Gemini. So just to recap, you're doing great. You're doing awesome. You're fine. The only things I could bring up is that, you just have to, like from the Queen of Swords here, cutting off people, not being very receptive to romance. Okay, you're a little bit on a lower vibration. It could be cold, but really this is someone who's, I love the Queen of Swords. It's someone who's, who won't take shit. And there's a pose in the tarot deck where she's like this, she's not going to start something, but if you want to start something, she can handle you, like that kind of vibe about her, right? And she's got this sort of truth and clarity and victory. The only thing is you need to the challenge is the Fool. The challenge is to tap back into that innocence, that kind of enlightened energy, the leap of faith into something. Maybe there's a little bit of faith needed in something. Seven of Pentacles is waiting on something consciously. Maybe you were feeling like you got a little bit less than you were expecting, or maybe you're just waiting for something, a return on your investment. Foundation is a happy home though. This is bliss right here. Stability, happy kids, happy life, happy home, happy you. Okay, and then in the recent past, just feeling a little bit miserly, a little bit like, holding those coins real tight, not being receptive to other people, being distrusting, a little bit paranoid. Maybe you're not paranoid, maybe they are, trying to scam you or do something. You never know. But somehow you have to weed through that stuff and not be completely jaded and closed off. It's like the Queen of Swords has a little bit of a jaded vibe to her on a lower vibration. Although in the higher vibration, she's completely above board. Like she's done the math and she's right in how she sees people. Seven of Cups, you're doing a lot of thinking about all these ideals and great visions about what you want to accomplish. You're here doing the inner work in the present situation, you right now. Spiritual work, keeping in counsel with yourself, not being very social and out there, whatever, keeping what you're thinking and all that stuff, like processing your life, what's going on, where you're at. This is major, reclusive kind of spiritual retreat time, kind of. And that's backed up with the Four of Swords with this retreat over there, a break, convalescence, meditative retreat, healing, whatever it is, a staycation, vacation, whatever. Okay, look at this chick, looks real happy, doesn't she? She's taking care of herself, recharging. Around you, major creative energy. Okay, Magician, the first card after the Fool, right? So you go from the challenge is 0, but surrounding you, you've got this energy of the Magician. So once you tap into this, you go over this challenge here, jump into this with a leap of faith, and you start manifesting, because it's an amazing time to manifest. You're just undecided about something, okay? That's your hopes or fears. Maybe you're scared, you're taking too long to think about something. And as I said, the retreat or the break at the end. Again, being open and receptive to love, staying optimistic about your love life. And you got three major spiritual cards. You've got Vajra Yogini, enlightened Buddha. Vajra representing indestructibility. And Buddha, enlightened energy. Again, backing up the Fool here. Mystic healer. Okay, that's what you got. Healing energy flows through you. And then just gratitude. Being grateful as well, okay, while you've got all this going on. So, that was your reading, Gemini. I hope that resonated for you. Again, apologies for it being a little bit late. I'll have more of your weekly readings up later on. Until then, take care. Cheers. My cranberry vodka. Have a great week. Take care. Bye-bye.